What is up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another live trading video. So it is currently Wednesday. I'm not sure what the day is, but let's get right into it. So it's Wednesday, August 19th right now, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a rundown through my bias of the day because it is definitely a little bit on the confusing side today. I'm not going to lie. So definitely pay attention to what I'm saying here because I feel like a lot of people are going to get confused about this bias. So, starting it off, we are here on the daily time frame, right? Getting right into it. So, on the daily, what do we see? We have been extremely bullish this entire month of August until around this week when we started kind of chopping around. Then we had this massive displacement candle yesterday, and then since then, I would be confident to say that we've been pretty bearish and that it looks like we're trending towards this daily internal. However, we did sweep out this daily internal low, as you guys can see with this high time frame S&T on ES. And what did we do since then? We have been displacing higher. So, could we say that we flipped order flow to bullishness? We could definitely say that. However, there's another thing that is a little bit concerning for me here as well. So, as you guys can see, looks like NQ right now is trending towards this unmitigated 4-hour. However, ES has already hit this 4-hour gap right here, as you guys can see. And ES seems to be displacing out of that 4-hour pretty strongly. We have put in this pretty nice wick here. So, what does this mean? We kind of have a high resistance versus high resistance scenario. We have reason to believe that we could go bullish here and flip to bullishness after we swept that daily internal on ES. And then we also have reason to be bearish because we're displacing out of the we're displacing out of the 4-hour internal high and fair value gap on ES, and then NQ still hasn't even hit it. And NQ still hasn't even hit the daily internal low. So technically, NQ isn't really in a place of distribution here. So, what does this mean for our trading today? So, basically, we kind of just have to play today a little bit more safely. We have to kind of like we have to be able to just like react to what we're getting because at the end of the day, on days like today where the bias is not as clear, it can be really easy to get the bias wrong because you might just be wrong about your bias and then you're cooked for the day. So basically, my plan for the day is I want to see what market open does. So if we open high into this 4-hour on NQ and we resweep this 4-hour internal high on ES, and then we get really strong reaction out of that and a short opportunity presents itself, then I would be maybe willing to take a short targeting this 30-minute bullish for value gap, which we're opening at 9:30. I'll mark this out on ES as well. So yeah, we're opening up this 30-minute bullish here on ES and NQ at 9:30. So maybe a short targeting this. Then we also have this 30-minute here on NQ. We have this 30-minute internal low, which is pretty much exactly in line with this 2-hour internal low. And then we also have, of course, this London low here on NQ, which is the daily internal on ES. So we have really nice draws on liquidity below. The only thing that I don't love about this is we're lacking high time frame structure to target these. We don't really have much trend line there at all. And if we were bullish here, we have way nicer trend line. But then again, we would be trading against this huge trend. So it's kind of like a decision that we're going to have to make depending on what we get. But if we were bullish today, then I would kind of just want to see 9:30 open low. Since we haven't even tapped this 4-hour on NQ. It's still a valid draw on liquidity. Same with that 4-hour internal high. Although it is kind of high resistant, it's kind of, I view it as almost an agreed upon draw on liquidity where like we either hit this and then displace through it and we run higher after the flip in order flow from the S&T, or we just tap it and then we're truly bearish and NQ wants to take out the daily internal too and then we run lower. So it's kind of one of those things where like we have to hit the 4-hour. So if I want to be bullish today, all I need to see is 9:30 open low, tap the 30-minute, and then we get a long. So this is honestly much more likely, in my opinion, to happen. But I would be open to seeing either one. It's just because I don't love the thing is I would love to be bearish and to continue this trend, but I don't like that we have these 30 minutes defending our draws on liquidity. So we're kind of disrespecting bullish and respecting, or sorry, disrespecting bearish and respecting bullish at this point. As you guys can see, we just placed through this huge bearish gap with an even bigger bullish candle. We had a, what is this candle, like a 500 point, no, okay, 250 point, geez, 250 point candle to the upside. So we're moving bullish right now, but the high time frame trend tells me otherwise. So like I said, just have to take today super slowly. Don't force any trades. Sorry. Don't force any trades and kind of just like see what you get, see what we're being presented with, because the bias is definitely not obvious today. If so, we're just failing to generate trend line. I was gonna say maybe we get some like failure swings like these, and then we tap the 30-minute, and then we take out this trend line here, and then we get the 4-hour, but we're really not getting much. We're actually generating trend line in the opposite direction for a short here. So it really just depends on what market open wants to do. I'm about to run to the bathroom really quick, but because we got like 3 minutes, but yeah. All right. That was pretty fast. So we got around a minute and a half left. But before we start, also, I wanted to note how we're doing with this funded. So if you guys didn't watch yesterday's trading video, live trade video, we caught a very, very nice we caught a nice short right off of market open. And yeah, so thankfully we caught that because last week was really bad for me. Not because of price action, completely my fault. I was just trading probably the worst I've ever traded. It was because I hopped on this new funded, and honestly, it just kind of messed with my psychology because I had actual risk on the table rather than evals. And I kind of reevaluated, took a step back this weekend, didn't really look at the charts, kind of just thought about how I was trading and about how good I was trading before that. I was on a nice win streak, all that. And then, yeah, I was kind of going break even at stupid points, all that type of stuff. So reevaluated, caught a nice stub yesterday. So we're almost recovered on this account. We need another $250 more, and we're recovered. Hopefully looking to get a bigger win today. So we got our first winning day on the funded yesterday. So now we're kind of just working our way towards getting those final 4 winning days. And yeah. So let's see. I really don't like this high resistant versus high resistant structure. It's really ass, but I guess we'll see what we want to get. I really hope that we get a long short here, to be honest. I'm feeling a short more than I'm feeling a long. Oof. Okay, well, we tap this here. Almost 30-minute. ES didn't really manipulate at all, which I don't love. I kind of want to see ES manipulate this 30-minute if I was to take this. Yeah, we're kind of failing to get a close here. So yeah, now we have that 30-minute there. Yeah, we're failing to close through this gap. ES looks like it's really edging that, but I did miss a nice trade a couple days ago because I didn't take it because of lacking true manipulation. Yeah, we are for really holding this 30-second here. I'll take this long and I'll go break even relatively fast. And then if I get stopped out because I didn't have true manipulation, worst case scenarios, I just get a re-entry because this displacement was really nice. So yeah, we'll go break even at this swing here, at this high, and then we're just targeting that 4-hour. So yeah, the worst case scenario here is because we lack true manipulation is I just get stopped out and then we get a re-entry. So like it's really not that bad. This 1 minute shouldn't really matter. It's defending nothing. I'm not gonna go break even there. All right, ES tapped it there. So I'll move my stop loss up a little bit here. Oh. ES hit this 30-minute, so if we are bullish here, we should get a nice reaction off of that. But then again, like I said, it's one of those days where it's like more of a weirder bias. So how is ES doing here? Oh, okay. Well, we get stopped out there, unfortunately, on this long. So not the end of the world. Pretty small L there, because luckily I managed my stop loss nicely. It is what it is. We might just be bearish off of that 4-hour internal high. Do we have a potential re-entry or anything? We have an SMT at these lows. Yeah, we have a nice SMT there. So if we want to be bullish, then this should kind of play out. But yeah, we might just be bearish today. I might just have the wrong bias, which is very, very possible. Very possible. Yeah, so okay, would have gotten stopped out here fully, so that was a good play to move my stop loss up a little bit. And it looks like we're kind of just selling off here. So maybe we are respecting that 4-hour internal high that we put in place. Well, in that case, maybe we want to see a pullback of sorts. Five-minute internal highs and equal highs. We tapped EQ of the 30-minute gap here. Well, we're opening up this 5-minute here in around 2 minutes. So possibility for a little bit of continuation towards these draws here. Could be good. And we already have this 5-minute here on ES. And it would technically be sponsored since we're coming right off of that 4-hour. So it could be valid play here if we get this continuation. Loki should have faded that setup, targeting a really high resistant high. But it was kind of one of those ones where it's like the bias is just so unclear that you don't want to miss that move. I'm not mad about this either. The displacement there was great. Took a super tiny loss, so that's like whatever. $140 is nothing. Well, let's see. We're opening up this 5-minute here in a minute, so maybe we get a short. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah, so we kind of printed equal highs up here. I don't know. I want to see shorts at this point. I'm confident that my bias was wrong there, and we're not bullish, we're bearish. If you want to get some type of a pullback here, maybe. We have this 5-minute now on both. So maybe, just maybe, we get a pullback. If we got to pull back into that 5 minute, that'd be a really nice short. That'd be really, really nice. So I guess we'll have to just see, be patient here. We're also opening up this other 5 minute gap here on NQ and ES in 3 minutes, so potentially that's the one we want to get a pullback into. We deadass had no manipulation higher at all, like no chance for shorts here. We just dumped off open, and I thought it was manipulation lower into this, and then we get a long. I mean, this looks like pretty good AMD structure to me. I mean, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't know. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, question mark. All right, well, we no longer have that 5 minute, but we have the one above it. So let's see. Let's see what we want to get here. Maybe we do get an entry. We have like a minute and a half left until we open up this 5 minute. Okay, well, ES tapped this other 5 minute here. Is NQ hitting anything? NQ's hitting a 3 minute. You'll have a 5 minute gap at your stop loss, so it's like, I don't know. Do not love it. I'm not loving it, to be honest. Yeah, so we're hitting a 3 and a 4 minute on NQ and ES, on NQ, and then ES is actually hitting a 5 minute there. It's interesting. You'll have a 5 minute of your stop loss if this plays out, but I have seen these types of trades play out as of late. I mean, I'm going to fade that personally. Yeah, having the 5 minute right at your stop loss is really, really not the play in my opinion. Even if this setup does end up like playing, doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. All right, so we have that 5 minute there. Maybe we use this, send us higher, and then we get a little bit of a short here. ES taps the more premium 5 minute question mark. All right, if this we get this, I'm taking it. All right, I'm in this. We're not going break even here. We're just letting this shit rip. Oh, fuck. Where was it? 15 minute. No shot, right? No shot this stops me out. That's such a good continuation play. There's no way, right? There's no way. There's actually no way, bro. There's no way that just stopped me out. Right? Like, there's no fucking way, dude. There's no way that I got stopped out on that, right? That shit was so fire. Wow. Fuck me, dude. What a brutal stop out. All right, we're in this now. Again. Low-key broke my rule of taking 3 trades in a day, but that was such a stop raid. That was a stop raid and a half. We're gonna just let this shit rip here. At least make back some of my losses on the day. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. And that plays out instantly. That had to have been a data candle or something. All right. Wow, I got absolutely fucking stop rated on this entry, bro. That was brutal. At least we got back some of my losses on the day. That was an absolutely brutal stop raid, bro. This setup right here, I'm taking this shit 10 out of 10 times. That was phenomenal. Look at that displacement that we had there, bro. And the entry that I got was so clean. Wow. Stopped out by the fucking tick. Absolutely brutal. Damn, this shit's running now. God damn, bro. Okay, well, I did low-key take 3 trades today, and I usually keep myself out at 2, but that was such a brutal stop raid there. So my original loss was just bad call by me, bad bias, and then the second one was a complete stop raid. And then ended up playing out here with this 30-second inverse that we got. I entered right there, yeah. Does this shit rip all the way down to London low? No shot, right? It's 5-minute cont. I was just targeting like a 1-to-1 here. I guess this shit wants to run for fucking 1-to-4 risk to reward, which is nuts. Well, unfortunately, I left some money on the table with this one for sure. I could have at least targeted down here to this 30-minute. These relative equals probably would have been a better play, but I just wanted to play it safe. Since I had already taken some L's on the day, it is what it is. But I mean, I still caught a nice risk reward. I mean, we're still down on the day, but I don't know. I might call it there, guys, just because we already like low key lost fucking 3 different trades, or we took 2 L's and a dub. So it's like, I don't know. I might call it. I can't believe I got brutally stop rated on this 5-minute continuation, though. It's actually ridiculous. Shit, bro. It's 5-second here right after I got stopped. Wow, that shit was nice. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Okay, and this shit is just ripping. This shit is just ripping lower, bro. Wow. What an entry I would have had. And then, I mean, my actual entry was pretty damn good, too. I could have just taken this 1 minute. Loki would have been even better risk to reward. Way better risk to reward. Holy shit. If I was just watching the 1 minute time frame, I could have caught this fucking banger. Way nicer RR there. Well, yeah, that shit ran. That shit fucking ran, bro. Wow. 1 to 5 RR on that entry. If you held. Crazy shit right there. Damn, bro. I should have been watching the 1 minute. This shit was clean as hell. Wow. Cooked. I got cooked there. I got actually cooked. Well, it is what it is, guys. I am probably going to call it there, to be completely honest with you guys. That was a pretty hectic trading day. We got wrong bias, then we got stopped out, and I usually call it after those two initial stop outs, but I mean, it is what it is. We'll take the $70 L on the day. That was really chaotic, really fast. But today was just a low probability day, to be completely honest with you guys. Honestly, I even think my TP candle might have been like a data candle or something. But yeah, super chaotic day, pretty unclear bias. And I mean, as you guys could tell from the trades that I took, I got stop rated brutally on that 15 second, but kind of my mistake. Should have just taken that 1 minute and Loki held. But it is what it is. Sometimes you'd be trying to catch like the most perfect entries ever and you just get cooked like that. How are we feeling about this counter trend reversal here? Off a London low. Nah, no shot, right? No shot this plays. All right. But, I mean, yeah, guys. Oh, shit, I didn't even change. I was just looking at the chart. But, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something. I definitely learned something. Is don't target high resistant highs, bro. That shit's been cooking me lately. And I know that I'm targeting high resistant highs like I did at this morning setup, but I still be doing it. And then I'd be too zoomed in to the low time frame sometimes. I gotta just be watching the 1 minute, the 30 second. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you check out my other social media as well. I'm going to put the link in my description to all those. Check out my trading TikTok at Fabio Trading and check out my other social media as well. But until the next one, I will catch you guys. Peace.